Welcome to Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're your hosts Shelby White and Julian Forletta, and today we're talking about Spider-Man Homecoming. So Spider-Man Homecoming, of course, coming in 2017, the first solo Spider-Man from Marvel Cinematic Universe, starring Tom Holland as Peter Parker. That's going to be directed by John Watts, and also the writer on that is going to be John Francis Daly.
So the first thing we're going to do is jump right into it and talk about the new logo that was revealed. So the first thing I thought of immediately was the logo has a really cool kind of throwback retro look to it. It kind of, the first thing I thought when seeing it is looked like the cartridge cover of an N64 Spider-Man game, which really makes sense because Marvel is going for, that younger kind of playful, less serious tone that the first two movies had in the original reboots.
Yeah. They're definitely going to make him more MCU. Right. And bring their version of what they think Spider-Man should be.
Right.
Especially now going on with a different line of comics, which is the Homecoming comics.
Right.
Moving on to new castings, we have two new people who got casted this week to Spider-Man Homecoming. We have Laura Harrier, who has previous things like One Life to Live, a soap opera, and Fourth Man Out, which is last year. The next one is Tony Revolori. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Tony Revolori is playing Manuel, but that might just be a rumored name for him. You may know him from such things as Dope last year and Grand Budapest Hotel the year before that.
So obviously Marissa Tomei you already know of. She's playing Aunt May. I think it's rumored that she appears in Civil War already, so no news there. The bigger news, I guess, which kind of it isn't confirmed yet, but the talks are pretty heavy from what I heard, is Michael Keaton appearing in the film. Now, they don't know who he's going to appear as. Kevin Feige, though, has made it known that they will not repeat a villain formerly used in the other series. So whether he's playing Norman Osborn, not as a villain type, it's more of a side character, or the Vulture they're speculating as, we don't know who, but it does appear that Michael Keaton will be appearing in the movie. So next thing we want to talk about was the new costume revealed in this movie. So obviously this is the third variation of a Spider-Man costume that we've seen on screen. So they had to do something different with it along the lines, obviously. So there's black lining, it seems, in the costume. I personally really like it. I think it's really cool how, they kind of changed it a little bit while still obviously keeping a really cool original Spider-Man costume. Obviously, they have the eyes you see from the trailer, which it looks like they zoom in and out. I think that's something, obviously, to enhance his vision, which you can only speculate Tony Stark gets involved and does something with the suit, because obviously you know that Tony Stark's the one that comes and recruits Spider-Man to join his team for the fight with the Avengers.
Yeah. If you remember in Avengers 2, one thing he does say as a quip is, all I do is pay for everything, make everybody look cooler.
Exactly.
So he's worked on suits before.
Right. So you have to assume that Tony Stark had his hand in that enhanced eye vision.
So coming off that, obviously, we get this first look of Spider-Man in the Civil War trailer, the third trailer that came out. It was huge. Everybody loved it. But we see him with the enhanced vision, the new suit. But from what everybody's seen so far of Civil War, the reviews that have come out and stuff like that, is that the newer contenders are the ones that are kind of stealing the show a little bit. The inclusion of Black Panther and Spider-Man, and what everybody's saying is this huge airport scene are what seem to be the big deal about what's going on, the big pluses on the movie there.
And what you see a lot of times in these ensemble superhero movies is sometimes introducing new characters kind of becomes a mess. Yeah. Like you've seen other ones like Batman vs. Superman, for instance. But from what I've heard is they've done it seamlessly, and it fits into the story, the introduction of the characters, and it works really well in the whole lining of the movie.
Which is perfect. So we're looking forward to seeing this one. We'll put out a review, of course, once that comes out. Right. Other than that, stay tuned for more. This is our Spider-Man Homecoming review. And yeah, see you next time.
Right. See you next time.
Welcome this week. What we want to talk about each week on Tuesdays is the new DVDs that come out. Every Tuesday is the release of DVDs and Blu-rays. This week's highlight for us is definitely The Revenant, Tom Hardy and Leonardo DiCaprio, which obviously won Best Director and Best Actor. So The Revenant, go pick it up today. Came out April 19th, Tuesday.
See you next time.